Alright, it's your boy, Triple K, Kayn, and I'm here to commentate on one of my most recent ranked experiences. So, this happened, well, now about an hour ago. Still haven't gotten over it, if I'm going to be honest. And, late at night, doing my ranked, just a regular. And I'm going to be explaining what's going on in this game. Just me, though. Nah, just kidding. This is a team game. I have to talk about everybody and their mistakes. I have to commentate on the enemy mistakes. So, in this game, I like to take breaks before my matches. Make sure I don't get into my matches too tilted. Try not to go into your matches one after another. It doesn't help you, your elo, or the people you play with. Just saying. I take a nice 10-minute meme break and look at my memes. So I made a bunch of notes explaining what could have went good and what could have went, bad. So I started, I want to fast forward, but yeah, let's just be it. So we don't have to wait for the Raptors to spawn. Oh no, only me. Okay, so we're back at regular speed. So I start clearing my Raptors. I normally always start Raptors on Kayn. It's kind of obvious that you have to. And I get my E, my Shadow Step, go straight to my red, which I will clear at around 2 minutes. And, my jungle path is after I take my red, I go to my wolves. But when I do take my red, I back up. Like, when my Q's on cooldown, I back up, make sure it doesn't reset. And normally I smite around when it hits 500 health. So then you can finish it off with one auto attack. It's just what I do though. Then I head to my wolves. I still have pretty decent amount of health. My spite's on cooldown. And after this, I head to the scuttle, because normally after my wolves, after the scuttle, I start healing up. Let the red kill that. Pick up the soul. And thankfully, this was just lucky. I find Shyvana and I Q in there and steal the scuttle. Shyvana's, Grr, you took my scuttle. I want your life. And she flashes, I Q in the right direction, I hit that berry. Shyvana is now in my jungle without a flash. I'm baiting her with the Pingu. She wants me, dude. And she lays down a ward there. And my Twitch said he was coming. I knew that. And I'm going in. Seeing that Shyvana had no flash, I'm like, it's time for me to go in. Maybe I can get something out of this Aurelion. And that is not the case. Me and my boys from bot lane see that Vayne's in a bad spot. So we're going to try to go after her, catch her out. But, typical Blitz hook, that's fine. Didn't expect much. And Leona didn't allow that to happen. But we're going to continue being thirsty and keep chasing after the Leona. Blitzcrank's going to send out the exhaust. And here is where Leona messed up. She went back in when she had her life, giving me first blood. Now that I have first blood, I'm ahead of gold. I'm ahead in gold. And, it's just an advantage. So after ganking bot lane, helping them out, I'm going to go to my blue sentinel, then clear my ground. That's normally what my, path consists of. Except in certain games, normally I take my scuttle, and then I see if mid or bot needs help. If both those are good to go, I go blue. If not, help them out. Then take my camps. But this game was certainly bad for the Nasus. Unfortunately, the guy was up against a Diamond 3 Yasuo. Now, I have no ways of proving this. That's what the Leona said. So I'm like, you know what? Bet. And, wait, that's not... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Leona that said that. And I'm ahead in gold. I want to keep, keeping my gold count up, get my CS up. So I head to my Raptors, which I've respawned at this point. And my first back is going to be around 5 minutes. On the 5-minute mark. So, I don't know for most junglers, but I know most junglers clear path, but not their back times. Now, that's on me. So I need to improve on that if I want to become a better jungler. I need to know what I'm up against. So for this game, our bot lane loses this because Blitzcrank the Leona wants to be in there. He's good for catching other people out, like maybe the Aurelion, but you really want to pull Shyvana into it, you want to pull Yasuo into this. I mean, Shyvana without ulti, yeah, she'll pop, like, instantly. Yasuo, if he's not too fed, which, trust me, he was actually fed this game, you just don't want to be pulling that, honestly. And this game, my top and my bot need a lot of help. And, you know, since the lanes are pretty far apart, despite me playing Kayn, pretty mobile, fast clear, you know, easy to gank with, you know, just press E, go anywhere. So, I'm trying to get something on Aurelion here. I see that, oh, Morgana's pinging. Oh wait, no, it does Blitzcrank. And I see the Shyvana in her bottom side jungle, yet I still go for the Aurelion, see if I can get anything out of him. But no, I just sent him to the other way. Now, look, watch what the Aurelion's doing. He wants to get back into lane, obviously, help out his Shyvana, but the path he took wasn't the best one. He blew his barrier, and because Morgana hit the bind, he's going to pay for that one. He's going to die. And, you know, being Kayn, you want the last hit, dude. You need that gold. Trying the last hit with the Reaping Slash, or whatever it's called. Now, this is my fault. I'm trying to shove in the wave here, thinking, yeah, Shyvana's not going to get any of it. She probably got all of it. I don't even know. But I'm trying to shove in the wave for this Morgana, and then probably poke down the turret. But what I could have done is I could have helped Nasus top lane instead of wasting my time doing, I don't know, probably 100 damage to this turret. Like a grand waste of time. Like, there you go, 1 hit, 2 hit, and I'm out of there, dude. Have fun with your turret health. I put in a deep ward. I put a deep ward in Shyvana's jungle. Check if her blue's there. It wasn't. Waste of time. But, you know, better to check because I was on that way anyways. And Yasuo, he didn't even know. Looking back on this replay, he didn't even have a ward here. He was putting down a red ward. I just got so scared of him, I backed up to the Baron pit, seeing if I can still get a gank on him with Shadow Step. Seeing that nothing's going to happen, I go to my red to clear it and hit my level 6. So level 6 around the 7-minute mark. You know, normally not my best, but that's what I got this game. And then after that, I always take Raptors when it's up. That's just me. I'm pretty sure that's every Kayn main. So easy to take. So here we go. We have 4 men. We have 4 people doing Dragon while I'm up here doing Raptors, about to gank Yasuo again. Now, if I was bottom side, maybe I would have been able to contest that objective instead of wasting my time with Yasuo. See, like, I get nothing out of this except, I think, a flash. Reaping Slash. Yeah, flash out of there. So, what's better, an objective or a flash? You know, it's pretty obvious which one that one is. And then they all 4 go mid lane. All 4 of them go mid. You know, Morgana couldn't do anything against that. If I was bottom side jungle, again, like I said, maybe I could have prevented that from happening. Nope. I was too concentrated on making sure this Nasus didn't feed that I forget that bot lane is one of the most crucial roles into that game. If bot lane lose, you know, most likely you're going to lose that entire game. And unfortunately for us, our bot lane did not have the best picks against their matchup. You know, Leona makes Blitzcrank completely obsolete. It just doesn't work. And I think, I don't know, if they played it correctly, maybe they would have won. But, see, I'm going to replay right here. Watch this one. Alright. So, see, they're going in on an engage, but without me at this point, they just don't win anymore. They both flash after him, and he dies. Blitzcrank gets out of there, though. But I mean, pretty sure Blitzcrank's worth no gold. Nah, he's on one. He's worth gold. I'm sitting here seeing if they're going to push into turret, maybe get a kill on them. But clearly they're not. So I go to take my Gromp, and they're probably my blue. Morgana, you know, just doing mid lane things. Trying to contest against this Aurelion Soul. Nas is still pushed up against this Diamond 3 Yasuo, apparently. I mean, later in the game he AFKs, but you're going to see what I do later as well. Again, I'll explain why I've done this. So, you know, Nasa's stacking. Gets the tornado off. I'm taking my blue. And, you know, bot lane's just doing bot lane. So, I'm going to the river, seeing if I can get a gank on Aurelion. See if he'll push up. No, see that nothing's gonna happen. I just recall. So what time? We're 10 minutes in the game. Oh, yep, perfect. Around this time, oh, first, something better happened. Watch this one. So right here, Twitch thinks he's 10-2 or some bullshit, and think he's about to 1v2 them real quick. Leona said, "Shut your bitch ass up," and there you go. Twitch is feeding. You know, Mr. Cream couldn't do much about that one, huh? You're not 10-2, buddy. You're 0-2. Yeah, you're missing 10 kills there before you can do that. So let's rewind again and see this Nasus. So, you know, Nasus is about to recall. He's low on health. Turret's low. If he got that recall off, the turret would have just fallen. Not him. They both ended up dying anyways. So, Yasuo and Shyvana are doing a tower dive. Nasus gets the kill on Shyvana because she doesn't have a stopwatch. And, you know, Yasuo gets the easy kill on him and gets away scot-free. You know, dash through minions. And I'm going top lane trying to prevent this. I don't want the enemy team to have first turret gold. And I should have just given up knowing Yasuo he was going to take the turret anyways. Probably could have done something better, like take Krugs or, you know, where I'm at right now, probably taking Krugs would have been the best choice. But no, I choose to take the, you know, laner's minions. You know, Nasus needs every one of those, you know. They're precious gold to him. I lay down my control ward on the Herald. Make sure you gotta have vision on the objectives, even though we can't even contest at this point of time. Go to my Raptors, more gold. Shyvana, you know, Morgana still doing her thing. Hasn't lost bot lane yet. Blitzcrank can't do much without Twitch, huh? I mean, don't blame him. He's Blitzcrank. Yeah. I'm trying to head up here. Yeah. Okay. So I head up here trying to help my Nasus, and I'm thinking, okay, he just used his ulti. I can take this. So thankfully, I queued out of his tornado. If I got hit by this tornado, I probably would have died. But you know, he sticks onto me. I still could have died if he decided to continue. But now the turret was there, so I get away. You know, bot lane farming. Morgana backed. Aurelion's gonna farm up. Oh, is that me going again? Let's see what I'm doing here. So around the 11-minute mark. Ooh, I started writing things. I stopped writing things down after this. Yep, I know why. I clear my wolves, and then a fight in bot lane's about to happen. Oh, but first I head for Aurelion, so we pick up the kill on him. I dash to him, hit the W. Morgana hits a nice bind there. I let her have the kill because she's still relevant in the game. She can help me. And then at this point, now I start heading bot lane. Shyvana was in my bottom side jungle. She's probably going to want to try to do something. Now, our team had no vision in this bush, so I didn't know she was there. I go straight past her. I'm like, I'm going to go straight for the Vayne, dude. And then she pops out. I'm like, fuck. I ulti the Leona to get away. Leona ultis me and Twitch. And we actually get a good engage because of that, because Morgana ulti and Blitz can get the hook. And but oh, look at who's rolling up here. Yasuo. Yeah. After this fight, Yasuo cleans us up and gets a lot of gold, a lot of kills. So he chose to go after the Morgana, and I got away free. Just gotta press A, get out of there. Nasus is stacking up there. But at this point in the game, Yasuo's too far ahead. He's 4-0. He's got a lot of gold. Stopwatch still up. And here's a mistake I made, actually. So I don't want bot turret to fall. So just like the Nasus, I stay down here and I end up feeding. So I flash away, use my shadow step, turn it back around town. Can't even hit me. If I had ulti here, I maybe would have gotten the kill. But no, I just blow his stopwatch, and then they get the first turret. Wait, unless Twitch stops it, I don't quite remember. Oh, yep. Twitch wants to shoot inside the wind wall. He thinks he gives him more AD. And Aurelion pushing mid, and Nasus pushing top. But Nasus doesn't even get the turret. Bot turret falls, and so does Twitch. Vayne picks up the kill on him. And since we have no pressure on the map, they get the free objective, so we just can't fight them at this point. They're too far ahead in gold. They have a, I don't know, around the 6k gold lead. Yeah, it's more like 5k if I'm being honest. Morgana's still laning against this Aurelion. And I'm trying to chase this Leona, trying to get my Rost finally. We're 14 minutes in the game. I'm pretty close to transformation. Since I don't have my HUD here, you can't actually see it since I'm in spectate. Whatever this is. I don't quite remember if I'm being honest. You know. 3 people mid, can't do much about that. Leona ultis me, but she doesn't get anything out of it. You know, Vayne's heading up here mid too. Yeah, I noticed that this turret's gonna fall. And I'm like, there's nowhere for fighting for this. Oh wait, I still try to do it anyways. What a genius. Yeah, I got away because of ulting. And Nasus died here, didn't get top turret. I definitely could have played better this game, but I don't think this game's entirely my fault. So at this point in the game, we just, like I've said, we don't win any fights anymore. They're gating all the objectives, and since we don't win fights, they just want to push turrets. Nothing we can do against it. We don't win team fights or skirmishes, and since they're always grouped, we can't really catch anybody out. So I see Vayne and Yasuo, and I think about going back for Yasuo. I'm about to feed to get my Ross, but I'm like, I'll just wait to do it, because in this next upcoming fight, I engage, but then I end up dying. But fortunately, I get Ross, so I don't have to wait for 4 minutes. To Pingu again. Fortunately, Morgana dies here. Yeah, this is where the game just starts going completely their direction. Yep, here's the fight. It was pretty good at first, even though I was by myself. Died straight away. And I think my team would clean it up, but no, here comes Yasuo, doing them things. Leona comes in through the wall, hits a nice Eon though, and Nasus is CC'd. Nothing we could do up against that. I'm pretty sure they push up into our mid inhibitor here. Oh, what the fuck? Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna skip. Morgana trying to contest, protect our mid turret. She can't 1v4. Did she die here? Dang, she did die. See, that's one problem that our entire team had. None of us wanted to let up the turrets. We all died with it. So like, if we would have just let up our turrets, we would have got this. Let's see, I've just transformed. I think I'm the shit. I just transformed. I'm OP. Gotta show him what Rost is capable of. Nope, just end up fucking feeding. See, that's a problem I have personally. When I transform as Rost, I immediately go so hard in, and it's just, it can end up being really bad for me if I'm being honest. I put myself in positions where I don't need to be, and not necessarily I end up feeding most of the time, but it's very risky. I play very risky, and it's like I'm playing Ross, not Shadow Assassin, so I really need to fix that. Yasuo gets a penta here. Nothing we can do up against that, And at this point, Nasus, he hasn't AFK'd yet, but when he spawns here, he AFKs, and I AFK. At this point in the game, I've lost 6 games, 5 or 4 of those being ranked, and I just demoted. See, at this point in the game, I threw my headset down and I said, nah bruh, Kayn's not my champion, it's not meant for me. And I went into my sister's room and I decided to cry, dude. And I'm like, it's really time for my retirement. I can't play this champion anymore. I can't carry with him. And just putting myself down. And I'm like, I've invested a little bit too much time in this champion just to say, oh fuck it, I've lost 6 games. I mean, sure, climbing the ranked ladder right now is pretty cancerous, I'm gonna be honest. I lost 1 game because Mordekaiser doesn't know how to build, and let me think, there's gotta be more. Mordekaiser doesn't know how to build. He built Loon's Echo first, and I'm pretty sure Koreans don't do that, or nobody does that. Full AP Mordekaiser does not work. He ended up going like 1 in 10 or something. And then I'm pretty sure there is here ended up carrying that game. There's more, but I just choose to forget about it. I remember there was 2 games like right after another I decided to play because I'm like I can't let it end that way, and ended up just being just as bad. I just don't remember who got Ashe. Ashe is the champion that got fed. She went 23-3, and at that point we couldn't even like everybody was saying let's focus her, but at the end we were just giving her more kills. She was too far ahead. There was nothing we could have done against that. We had no like lockdown champions like Maokai or anybody like that, so our loss was inevitable. I'm back after crying in my sister's room like why the fuck we still in this game, bro? And I actually type it in chat, why are we still here? And our team wants to report Nasus for being AFK, but if I'm gonna be honest, this Nasus got trashed down by a Diamond 3, yeah, so I'm pretty sure if I was in his situation, I wouldn't want to be in here either. I would have just AFK'd. This game's over, dude. Maybe, next surrender vote right here. We just deadass surrender. This game's over. If our team played maybe a little bit better, did smarter decisions, if I made smarter decisions, perhaps I could have won this game for us. Instead, the conclusion is this defeat, leading to my 6th loss in a row. Hey, it's a victory for them though, so congratulations to you, Yasuo Smurf.